everybody. Welcome back to another Vlogmas edition of different things about the channel. I did promise to finish the build a stream for the live stream before Friday. So let's go ahead and see what I'm going to do to make this pretty background of ours have a really, totally epic, awesome set of overlays that look good. And probably is a little bit more low tech and doesn't require as many buttons for overlays and things. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Let's get started. Welcome on back, everybody. So in part one, we went ahead and actually built this entire background together and set it up to be everything we could want it to be and then some. It's very pretty, and I'm letting it play through a couple times for us. It is a little bit on the bright side, and I do worry about this in a loop kind of mode causing issues for some of my viewers who may have concerns with things like seizures and so on. So I'm going to add a square overlay. Just take a square shape here. And I'm going to use the color swatch at the top and take this green, just the standard green. And you're like, Jenna, no, you're stretching it out. You're covering up the video on purpose. I want to take the transparency on it down. And as you can see, it just adds this softer hue of a green overlay onto it, and it makes that transition a little less painful in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that in, which I think will look totally epic awesome. Now on to what I was talking about, the overlays. Normally what I do with my overlays is I make a secondary file where it's a transparent background and I use the actual overlay function in StreamYard. Let me go ahead and pull up my StreamYard and show you what I mean. So I'm going to go here into my test section of StreamYard. I keep a test stream that's like a sandbox stream. I don't actually, go live or anything of that nature with it. I just use it to do things like this. So if we go under the brand tab in StreamYard, there is this overlay section here where it literally is what it sounds like, an overlay drops in of some kind, right? An overlay drops in also with these video clips. So you do have a couple of different options there of different ways to use overlays to your advantage. I want to go a little bit more simplistic to where we have an end product though that looks like this, where my overlays are part of my background already. Now this is the finished product of what you will see on Friday nights. I'm going to go ahead and show you an example of how you can pretty much get the same effect without having to use the actual overlay section, okay? Normally I do a transparent like fray here. We don't need to do that in this case. What I want to do is under elements. Is that an element that I used? Because I'll show you my actual finished file here. What I had done was I went under elements and I looked for holiday frames. That's what you had seen in the final product here and here. So let me show you how to go ahead and do that. Under elements, holiday frame. And we may not find the exact one that I have on the final product, but I can still show you what I intend to do. For example, this red square here, you can just take and stretch it to any size, any location you wish, okay? duplicate it using the duplicate plus sign, and then drag your second one to wherever you wish it to sit. Now what you can go ahead and do in Canva is share, download as MP4, and your overlays are all there, all ready to go, waiting for you. So the MP4 will download, and once it is downloaded, you go ahead, correct tab here, into StreamYard, and then just add your video clip as you would normally, and it'll look like this final product here. Of course, then you can add elements to it and start in StreamYard changing how you have your different video items laid out. If you have the edit layout button here to help guide you into positioning things accordingly. Now, mind you, my 2 setup still does work. So that way I can bounce my videos back and forth between the two. And if I were to go in here and add as part of my video file a visit with our dear old friend Sean Nenigans, you can see even more so how those 2 videos, I used the edit layout to line them up with the 2 layout functions to switch back and forth. Again, this avoids me having to mess with this overlay here. It makes the stream a little bit more simplistic. So if you are looking for a more simplistic build, this could be another fun way to go. I'm actually really excited to be getting back to streaming with everybody on Friday night and Saturday morning of this week. So December 15th and December 16th, I will be back to my normal streaming schedule. And surprise, surprise, I am doing my first in-person signing in like 2 years at La Lune Metaphysical Shop in Hagerstown, Maryland. So thank you very much to JC and Kathy for inviting me to be their first local author, I hear, as part of the author spotlight, or the first one they've had in a while. I'm really excited to go ahead and share with the local community my stories, and also really excited to share with Hagerstown my method of writing using dice and tarot and things of that nature. And just to everybody who's been part of my community over the last year, as we start winding down from 2023 and into 2024, thank you. This has been a journey, side quests and all included, and I look forward to continuing to share more of them with you in the future. Until the next Vlogmas, until the next live, until the next time I see you, take care of yourself. You've always been worth it. Bye. Soul Writer out for now.